Hello, State Senator J.D. Mesnard here with my first legislative update of the 2026 session. And it's been a busy start, in fact, the busiest than I can remember. We acted with speed to get a bill to the governor's desk because it was meant to address what is the coming tax filing season for taxpayers. That is a result of last summer's effort by Congress to pass tax cuts that affect middle-class Americans. We now have the decision on whether we conform to those tax cuts, which we typically do each year to keep our tax forms simple. Well, unfortunately, this bill that we pushed through to conform with those changes, the governor vetoed.
Democratic Governor Katie Hobbs vetoed a Republican plan today that would have adopted most of President Trump's tax cuts.
12 News journalist Bram Resnick tells us why state officials are warning that this year's tax season could grind to a halt.
And so now we're left with really confusion and chaos for taxpayers. It's a really sad state of affairs. So if you haven't filed your taxes yet, I would encourage you to hang on just a little bit longer. You know, April 15th is a little ways away. I know you want that refund. We want to get it to you. But right now there is uncertainty as to what our Arizona tax forms are going to mean. You should still file your federal tax forms. It has no impact on that. But when it comes to the state side, the governor and the legislature still have to work this out. I do want to say that this is really a disappointing development because the Department of Revenue, at the governor's direction, has put out forms that don't even align with what she wants to do or what the Republicans here in the legislature, like myself and my colleagues, what we want to do. And so the chances are that if you're following those instructions, we can end up with a plan that doesn't even follow them. So again, very disappointing for taxpayers. We don't really know where we're going to go from here. We took the fastest action I've ever seen the legislature take in the opening days of session to try to remedy this issue. It could have been solved months ago if the governor had called us into a special session last winter, which many of us had asked her to do so we could avoid this very moment. Unfortunately, we are where we are, and so we're going to try to figure out the next steps. Along those lines, I did introduce a bill that says moving forward, the Department of Revenue is always going to put out forms that assume we conform to federal changes so that there is an actual directive from the legislature as opposed to what we have today, which is an ability for any governor to tell the Department of Revenue to give directions to the taxpayers that may be totally bogus directions. So again, we're going to try to repair this moving forward, but I wanted you all to know of this important development that could impact you. That's all for now. Until the next update, God bless.